Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Superstar in the Games podcast. This one's going to be yet another mini cast because this is going to be talking about the new update that's coming to Superstar YG that's going to be called the Music Battle Game Mode. My name is Jamie. You might know me as Image in all the games. I've played all the games: SM, JYP, STARSHIP, WOOLLIM, GFRIEND, YG, FNC, and the Superstar. And I've been playing for almost 4 years now, and so basically I've seen a lot of updates to the game, and developments, new game releases, unfortunately game closures as well, end of services and all that. So with all my experience, I hope to talk about any of these new updates and hopefully get you prepared about things that are coming up and what they might mean and what you should be doing about them. Okay, so like I said earlier, this is going to be mainly focused on, only focused on the music battle update that's going to be coming to Superstar YG. So let's take a look at this right now. So this is the update banner, update preview that they have in the game. So as you can see, there's not that much they're talking about. A lot of details are not out here. So let's see. Hello, this is Superstar YG. As we announced previously, a new PvP system where 2 players compete in real time is being added first to Superstar YG. We will have a quick go through on the new contents here. Simple rules, competition for rewards. Okay, so the update preview. Music battle basic rules. Music battle mode will be seasonal. There are 2 battle time windows per day, and the number of games playable per day is limited. And you will compete with a random song from the random song list, which is available from Music Battle screen. Okay, simple enough. You play songs and you get rewards. Cool. Music Battle play rules. After touching start button and the matching gets complete, your daily playable number is decreased. A random song will be selected. Each player gets to use their own deck for the group. You can use items mid-game to interrupt your opponent or protect yourself with a shield. Reaching 0 rave or health does not end the battle. And finally, Music Battle rewards. Music Battle standings are determined by number of wins during the Music Battle season. Get to higher place in the standings for a better reward. Reward list is available from the Music Battle screen, and after the Music Battle season, the rewards will be sent to inbox. This is all very, not detailed at all. So the best that we have for actual, gameplay stuff is this Superstar YG Music Battle beta kind of teaser sort of video. I'm just gonna play it muted because the music is kind of iffy for me. Okay, so game is competition. Yeah, here's the actual live gameplay you can kind of see right now, if you haven't seen it already. Let's see, you have items being used here, global matching, just talking about what kind of opponents you'll be facing on what sort of scale. And then music battle is the name of the game mode, and that's all it says. This update is actually coming tomorrow, and today is, let me check, April 13th, and Superstar YG is being updated. Actually, not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. So today is a Tuesday. Wednesday is going to be SM and FNC, and the day after tomorrow is going to be YG with the rest of the games. So what can we do with this sort of very short-lived kind of video? Okay, so as always, I like to put things in a spreadsheet, just kind of have everything sort of laid out and easier to look at. So I think the first thing that's kind of interesting are the battle items, because there has never been any sort of first of all, there's never been any PvP where you just directly play against another person, but this game mode also has battle items. Now, from the teaser in the video, there's not too much that we have to look at, honestly. So, if you saw in the video, they have some battle items that are being used. So one of them is the speed up, which makes notes arrive sooner. So that just makes them come to your bar a lot faster, the bottom bar. Speed down, notes arrive later. Same thing as the previous one, but the other way, so they're moving really slow. Fade out, which is notes disappear before arriving. So as it's hitting the bottom bar, they kind of disappear, and then of course you don't see them, but you saw them come and they kind of when invisible. So you just kind of have to guess or listen to the music to figure it out. And then bombs. Now bombs transform notes into dead notes. So that one are these little like red things right here. So it seems like in the video they didn't tap them, and then they're able to get super perfects. So I guess if you do tap them, then you can get points. I don't know, but then they tap this like right at the end, and it doesn't. I think they might just be invisible. There's not much they're telling us here. And then the last one is the fade in and double fade out. We're not entirely sure because it's only a slight window where we can see the item here. It is not the fade out because the fade out has one slash to the eye. This one has a double slash, so it's a different item most likely. Don't know what it is, but I guess there's more items that they have not teased that will exist in the game once it's been updated. And of course the item shield slash which is gives protection. Not entirely sure how this one works, but there's a skill bar and it fills up whenever you play. You get super perfects. It fills up faster, I am assuming. Oh yeah, also a disclaimer, of course this is not a mode that's updated yet. I don't know what the heck is going to happen, but just looking at stuff, and hopefully I caught some details that most people did not. Hopefully this is enough of a preview, so once you get into the game you know what to expect to a degree. But yeah, so item shield and protection, it seems like that only exists in a super perfect sort of sense. It seems like if you are able to hit more super perfects before your opponent, then your skill gauge fills up faster, and then you get to use a shield. I'm assuming the shield only blocks for a certain period of time, maybe like 3 seconds or something, and then items that they use will not have any effect. It's honestly like they're not telling us much. Like I don't even know how items are activated. I'm assuming it's gonna be by these little like special in-game notes. So if you like look around here, they show off these power-ups on the little icons that kind of are in the shape of these notes. So I'm assuming that maybe once it fills up, then one of these special notes are gonna show up or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, because you also can't like tap somewhere else on the screen to activate an item, because of course you're tapping the notes. So you either have to like be very fast and then like tap over to the left or something, or it's gonna be integrated into the actual game in the form of notes. Not entirely sure about that. So they're not telling us much. I keep saying that because it's just true. Like I looked at this, I tried to do my best to find stuff, but there's not much. And this right here is mostly based off of whatever stuff they list in the update notes. So for the ranking system, there's a win, tie, loss, which you can see on, where is it? It is on this screen. So this is Sungmu and Pei, which is win, ties, and losses. So for the ranking system, it only tracks by wins. So it doesn't matter how many ties or losses you have, it just matters how many wins you have. So that's why for this screen right here, Soohyun versus Chanhyuk, I believe. I'm sorry if I got it wrong, but that's what I think. Okay, so Soohyun has 15 wins, 0 ties, and 4 losses. Chanhyuk has 14 wins, 1 tie, and 11 losses. So even though he has much more losses than Soohyun, Chanhyuk is only 1 win behind and is second place. So it's not like a win-loss ratio is going to affect your entire ranking. It only matters how many wins you have. Okay, and it also lists that there's 2 time battle windows per day. So I can only assume that it's going to be like so the first thing I thought of was the first 12 hours a day and the next 12 hours a day, because this is supposed to be what they call a global competition. So that means that it has to be a time slot which is what's the word that is like comfortable or accessible for everyone throughout the day. no matter which time zone they're in. But of course, 12-hour windows twice per day doesn't really like do that. So I'm assuming it's gonna be something more like 6-hour windows from 6 to 12 and 6 to 12 again, just 6 to 12 a.m. and then 6 to 12 p.m. In Korean Standard Time, of course, because the game lists everything in Korean Standard Time. So what this probably means is they're trying to concentrate the amount of players that are accessing the game mode during whatever times of the day, just so they make sure that they'll have as many people as they can playing PvP against each other. So there's always going to be a match that someone can join and play against someone. Yeah, of course, these are just guesses for times. They have not done anything like that before, but PUC is kind of a thing. It would kind of suck if it's only 1 hour, because then servers are really going to suffer for it, and then I'm assuming things are just not going to be very load friendly. Like during certain times, during one of the first few PUCs, the entire server would just be dying because everyone's accessing at the same time and everyone's doing a whole bunch of power-ups, and then the server's kind of getting overloaded with all the activity. So it's probably going to end up the same way if their battle time windows are too small, too narrow. So we'll see how that plays out. And then the last thing I have listed here is the limited games playable per day. So we don't know how many games you can play in a day. I'm assuming in terms of the two battle time windows, it doesn't matter. Like, for example, if you have you can do 5 plays per day, for example. If you have 2 time windows, you can either do 2 in the first one and then 3 in the second one, or you can do all 5 games in one window, and it doesn't matter. But the limited games playable per day is most likely just to limit how many victories you can achieve. So it's not like the person who puts in the most time is going to be able to win because they just try enough to get enough wins. They might get 120 losses, but as long as they have 80 wins, then they're going to be ahead of everyone, something like that. So of course it's limited, so make sure that every time you play it's going to be very you can do your best. Yeah. I guess one more thing that's kind of interesting is a random song will be selected. Each player gets to use their own deck for the group. So in terms of actual skill, it's not going to be a 100 skill versus skill, more super perfects wins the game, stuff like that. It's most likely just going to be, overall when I look at this, it's just going to be the SuperStar YG version of Arena Mode. Sorry. SuperStar YG version of Arena Mode, which SuperStar League, no, not Arena, sorry, SuperStar League. SuperStar League exists in SuperStar SM and SuperStar JYP. They are 1 song per day, and you can try the song 3 times. Everyone has the same song, but you can spend diamonds to reroll. And at the end of the week, there's the final placements based off of everyone's own personal scores for all the songs that have been selected for SuperStar League, and that's how the rankings work. Long story short. But for SuperStar YG, with this music battle mode, it seems to take that idea without having the imbalance of really popular groups being super random throughout a week. It's going to instead just have a random song between 2 people, and then if you have better cards than the other person, then you're most likely going to win. Yeah, so it's going to suck if you play against someone and you guys both get something I guess, what was it, Unjiwon, who only has 1 song, or Yoon, or who's that other guy? Yeah, I don't know. The other guy from Winner, the Jinu, that's his name. Okay, so yeah, you could just have one of these more unpopular groups, and if the other person has a really, has better cards, then you just lose right off the bat. Or if you guys both have bad cards, then you kind of wish you had better cards. There's definitely gonna be some music battles where you just feel like it's a lot more unfair. but that's kind of the best system that they can come up with, I guess, without having a Superstar League that would just completely reward people who spam diamonds in order to get like Blackpink R50s or G-Dragon or Big Bang or Icon. Like, for example, with Superstar League in YG, it's most likely going to be whoever rolls the most Icon or treasure groups, because there's so few groups that exceed 4 members that the bonus group score that you get for Icon or treasure will just most likely push you up to the top. And if you look at like Superstar SM, for example, the groups that are the strongest in there are huge groups like Super Junior, Girls' Generation, NCT 127, NCT 127 regular. Just all the groups that have a whole bunch of members. Whoever gets more of them throughout the league when everyone has R99s is most likely gonna win. Wins achieved. Cool. Yeah. So what do I think about this game mode? There's not enough in this game mode in order to figure out how good it's gonna be, especially because they haven't revealed what kind of rewards you get. Overall, I'm just seeing this as a different game mode, a different version of Superstar League that exists in SM and JYP. I think items, most of them are negligible, like speed up and speed down and fade out. If you're good enough, then they don't really matter, honestly. For the bombs, not entirely sure how that works, because if it just makes it so you can't hit the notes, but if you miss them, then you can get super perfects. Then it looks like they won't really matter. But if bombs like just kind of transform your notes into dead notes, and if you miss them, then you don't get points. Or if you use bomb notes, then you won't like make up for the points that you lost because the notes were bombs. That seems kind of strong, but all the battle items seem kind of like honestly. In terms, yeah, but like it's all just speculation before the actual game mode gets released. So hopefully by this Thursday I can do a quick gameplay of the battle mode whenever the battle time opens, and I'll be able to upload that onto YouTube and kind of understand how this whole game mode works. And if you somehow miss the battle time window, then you can watch that video and figure out what's happening. But besides that, yeah, that's all I have for now. It's a lot of talk for a whole bunch of nothing, but doing the best I can. And whatever you take away from this, just think of it as a most likely going to be a different version of Superstar League. Doesn't look like there's going to be anything you can spend diamonds on. I hope it stays that way, but you never know. So yeah, then if you made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching. What are the things people say? Oh yeah, so subscribe to the YouTube channel, because I make these videos for Superstar game stuff, and most uploads I'll do music updates or special like inventory stuff like upgrading cards, or I'll do talks like these for game updates. Hopefully, ideally these videos are just things for you to listen to while you're, for example, like grinding in the game. So once you're doing your music plays, your Superstar League plays, your daily missions, you can listen to this and gain more information about the games that you sit down and like to play. Yeah, so subscribe to the YouTube channel, because most people don't. I think I have around 3%. I'm just gonna check right now. It's loading. Wonder if I can see it. Analytics, probably. Audience. Yeah, so I have actually no, it's gotten a bit higher. So 14% of my viewers have subscribed. So if you're watching this video, if there's 100 of you guys watching the video, 85/86 of you have not been subscribed. So be sure to do that right now, because it really helps out the channel, and I will love you. yeah, if you already subscribed, you know I already love you, right? Come on. Yeah, so I also have an Instagram. You can follow me on there. I post all of my SuperStar game progress on there, so limited edition themes and world record stuff and event completions, stuff like that. If you want to see my progress, of course I play all the games, so there's always going to be new content coming. And yeah, there's also SuperStar in the Game's Discord server that I help manage. It is also going to be linked in the description below. And there's also the Reddits where I have all the game infos and stuff updated. So as a matter of fact, the screenshot of the update preview for the music battle actually came from the Reddit, came from the subreddit for SuperStar YG. So game information like that you can find you know, on Reddit. You can also find it on the Discord server, and if you're on here, you can find it right here. What's up? Yeah, that's where you got that information from. That makes you cool because you're different from everyone else. Yeah. So yeah, if came to the end of the video, said all the stuff I need to say. If you have any more questions or things of that sort, then you can comment them down below. Any discussions, like on my previous SuperStar Kang Daniel's release, like kind of announcement video, then you know, I'm always in the comments looking out. If you have any like requests for any videos you want me to upload, then you can do that too. I did that recently for the SuperStar, and that's about it. Hope you have a great day, and hopefully when Music Battle gets updated, then everyone will have access to this wonderful, hopefully wonderful game mode, and can have more things to enjoy in our games. Yeah, thank you, bye.